Now let's look at the question of whether a point is a solution to a system of linear equations. So let's start with the system of linear equations. As an example, let's do 3x minus y is equal to 1 and 2x plus 3y is equal to 19. Now what makes this a system is that this is two linear equations, but a point is only a solution if at the intersection of those two lines. Or in other words, a point xy is a solution if and only if it's a solution to both equations. So that's the key point. A solution must be a solution to both equations. And I'm going to underline both. So the key is that you check, and it just has to be the case where he has to check both of them. So let's do as an example. Let's say, is 1, 2 a solution to the system? And what you do there is you first plug it into the first equation. So you go 3 times 1 minus 2 is equal to 1. And you simply check that. So that would be 3 minus 2 is 1. 3 minus 2 is 1, so it's 1 equal 1. So that checks. But we have to check the other equation too. If we check the other equation, we get 2 times 1 plus 3 times 2. Right? We're just plugging in an x and y. This is your x and this is your y, so you simply plug it in where the x and the y are. So it's 2 times 1 plus 3 times 2 is 19. So that's 2 plus 6 is 19. 2 plus 6 is 8. Does 8 equal 19? It doesn't. Now, if you have a point, 1, 2, and it's a solution to one equation and not to the other, then it is not a solution. So your answer would simply be no. Let's use the same system, but let's use a different point. So the question now is 2, 5, a solution to the system 3x minus y is 1 and 2x plus 3y is 19. So what are your steps here? Your steps are to check both equations. And 2, it's a solution if it works for both. If it works or checks for both. Otherwise, the answer is no, it's not a solution. So let's just plug them in and see. So you have 3 minus y is equal to 1. So that's 3. You put a 2 in there and a 5 in there. So you get 6 minus 5 is 1, and 6 minus 5 does equal to 1, so that works. So now you're going to plug it to the second one, so that's 2 times 2 plus 3 times 5 is 19. That's 4 plus 15 is 19. 4 plus 15, that one works. So since it's a solution to both, your answer would be yes, it is a solution to the system of linear equations. Let's try one more. In this one, let's say, is 4, 2 a solution to 3x minus 2y is 7, 2x plus y is equal to 9. So you just plug it in. So you go 3 times 4 minus 2 times 2 is 7. Right? This is your x and this is your y, so you simply plug the x and the y in. So that's 12 minus 4 is 7. 12 minus 4 is 8. 8 does not equal to 7, so that does not check. Now at this point you can just stop, Because the only way it's a solution is it works for both equations. It already doesn't work for one equation, so you can stop right there and say this is not a solution. And that's how you check to see if a point is a solution to a system of equations.